All right, folks, welcome back to St. Maartin. I'm your plane-by-plane announcer, John Airknight. You're watching Night Air. And here we have a little cargo plane coming in to Prince of Juliana International Airport. Looks like it's probably associated with DHL. I could be wrong. Touchdown. Love those reverse engines. All right, we got JetBlue here going back to JFK. Yeah, that's about a 4-hour flight. Now, the interesting thing about St. Maartin is your local television stations. You know, you have your Channel 2, your Channel 4, Channel 5, whatever it is. And St. Maartin, all the local channels are New York channels. Interesting. WABC, WNBC, I think, or whatever. So, anyway, let's watch this takeoff. Good captain. Shooting from high at top. Our hotel. This picture taken with the Sony RX10 IV camera. Camera known as the Cyber Shot. Now, for the life of me, I don't understand why somebody would lock their car right beside this airport. Here comes Spirit Airlines coming in from Fort Lauderdale, 3-hour flight. Captain Tom Williams at the helm. Beautiful landing. As you see the old KLM back there, it's about time for it to leave. Before we look at the KLM, we'll look at this little island hopper coming in here. Love these planes. I hope you like our little SXM we got down there in the corner there, the symbol there. That's the logo for the island here. How about that plane or a plane like it coming right toward you? Yeah, I love that. I know a lot of you are thinking, man, I wish I could get a picture of a big jet coming toward me. Well, how about a little American Airlines action coming straight toward you headed to Miami? Can't get any closer than that unless you're on the other side of the fence, which is illegal. Here's KLM headed back to Schiphol in Amsterdam. This plane flies in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I believe. And that's a big plane. That's a 787 Dreamliner, and it's just hard to think that that thing would be filled up all the time, but it's got to make room for its French brother. Here comes the A330 of Air France. Biggest plane that comes in here, as far as I know. Beautiful shot right there. Beautiful shot. Thank you, Quint. All right, now here goes KLM about to take off. Now, what we didn't get in the picture is that out of both these heavies, the KLM will take off toward the mountains. The Air France will take off toward the sea. Now, I wished I would have panned back a little bit, because when this jet takes off, it blew everybody over. I mean, you could not hardly stand with those two engines. I don't know if those are Rolls Royces or GEs. Let's enjoy this together, shall we? As you can hear, that same car alarm is going off again. So if that car is parked there for a while, it's going to go dead.
Sound good? Yes, sir! That's what I like to hear.
Now here's a little jet air. If you notice, it's got the two narrow engines right under the back wing there. It's going to be hard to stand up on this one. We got two of these today. We got this one and my wife's plane coming up next. But you really got to be strong to be able to withhold this wind coming off this aircraft. We'll see how we do. Not so good so far. Oh my! Son of a! Well, I stayed on my 2 feet. Proud of that. That sign down there says, watch out for jet blast. I believe that's Air Antilles. Coming in, beautiful level. All right, got a little helicopter action here. Going. He doesn't look like he's landing. He's coming in for final, but he keeps going. Get with it. Just passing through. Now here we got American Airlines coming in from Miami.
Say hello to my little friend.
Now, we are on top of the Morgan Resort, and we'd like to thank everybody there for a wonderful stay. It's a beautiful place. If you ever want to go to St. Martin, go ahead and sign up over at the Morgan Resort and tell them Night Air sent you. They'll be like, okay. Here is Delta Airlines flying back to Atlanta, Georgia. Now, this one is a different one than the one we had filmed yesterday. This is my wife's plane. She had to go back home a day early because we had a sick dog. The dog has since recovered. but had to go to the emergency room, so prayers for Jax. Anyway, we're going to see if we can stay up on this one. 757. Boeing. Big plane. She said she saw me and was waving at me. So if you see some woman waving in the plane, it's my wife. Now we're really going to have to man up, as they say, to stay on top of this one.
That or his dudeness or duder or...
Sorry. All right, I have my feet firmly set on the ground, camera in hand. As it's already windy, and then he starts the acceleration, and I tell you what, it's very hot right now. Very hot, shaky. I think I'm going to lose it. Oh my! He's down. Rolling on the ground he is, but he gets up for the shot anyways. Great camera work there. Couple of third-degree burns. That's why people come to St. Maartin, just for that experience. I got knocked over. Well, I got right back up, dusted off all the sand, and kept filming. That's what you got to do in this business. If you haven't liked and subscribed to our channel, we ask that you kindly would. We would surely appreciate it, because the more people that like and subscribe, the more people will get to see this miraculous footage. As my wife's plane heads on up into the wide blue yonder. I would come home the day later. Here's Air France. Headed back to Charles de Gaulle. Pretty long flight, A330, Airbus, biggest plane we have here. Man, what would it be like to have that Airbus fly right into your living room? Well, here at Night Air, we're going to give you that opportunity. Here comes an A330 right up your schnoz.
And they call me an assassin.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Again, he heads out over the sea. KLM heads out over the mountains. I guess the A380 can't make it over that mountain range. I mean, the A330, I should say. All right, here is myself in the very last seat of the plane as we head out to fly to Miami. As we are exiting Princess Juliana Airport now. A lot of people want to know, what is St. Maartin famous for? Well, on the Dutch side, it's famous for its nightlife, its beaches, jewelry, drinks made with native rum-based guava berry, liquors, and casinos. Now, we didn't take part in any of that except for the beaches for just a little bit. Now, they've got a lot of jewelry over in the Phillipsburg area where the cruise ships are. Now, the other side of the island is the French side, and it's known for its nude beaches, of course, clothes, shopping, including outdoor markets, and French and Indian Caribbean cuisine. So, we didn't get to go over to the French side. Be sure to watch Night Air's behind the scenes. We'll give you a lot more footage of the island, and not so much airplanes. But we pretty much documented our whole trip, and we wish that you'd go over and watch that. It's not available yet. Should be available pretty soon. St. Maartin has a tropical climate, and it's hot and humid, which the temperatures are cooled down by trade winds, but it usually hovers around 80 to 85 degrees. Low and high, and always the wind. Now, a rain shower can pop up at any time, as they do. My wife and I rented a ATV and got to drive in the rain. That was one of the highlights of the trip. But as you notice, the beautiful Atlantic Ocean over to your right there. As we're going to take the same flight path as the Air France you saw earlier, we're going to head out over the sea. Our flight was packed, no empty seats except the one beside me, which was supposed to be a night seat, but she had to leave a day early because of the dog. Now, if you go to St. Martin, you have to have a passport for whatever country you're from. We're from America, so we had United States passports. Now, St. Martin is considered the friendly island, as most people there are pretty friendly. Now, we were there from Sunday through Thursday, which I highly advise, because the cruise ships don't show up till Thursday and stay till Sunday, and that's a lot of people all over the place when the cruise ships are there. If you are an American, you can stay there for 30 days of interrupted fun. And you can get allowed 6 months of an extension to stay at St. Martin. Now, the best time to go to St. Martin, the dry season. That's from December to April. That is the most pleasant and the most busiest. And they hardly have any rain. Now, I guess we were there at the wet season. Just some other news and notes. You can use American money when you go there. And the question asks, which side of St. Martin is better? Well, the Dutch side is vibrant and full of nightlife, such as casinos. The French side has more European calmness, relaxing beaches with high-end beach bars and fine cuisine. Also, you can take your clothes off. Now, here we go. Let's enjoy this together. Now, you're looking toward the direction of the French side from the side of the plane there. There's the airport over to your right there. The infamous Princess Juliana International Airport. And here we go. Rise and shine. There's casinos, the golf course. I wouldn't highly advise. Now, the French side is over there to the right behind that lagoon there. And you see the beautiful coral reef water. I hated to leave, but all good things come to an end. Just a few news and notes for Night Air. We will be back at B&A next week, and then the week after that, we will be in Atlanta, Georgia, for some Jackson-Hartsfield International Airport action. That'll be in 2 weeks on Night Air. As always, we thank you for watching. Please comment below, like and subscribe, and all that other stuff.